Hey guys, welcome back. This is Alchemy of Knowledge, and I am Dulce. And I am gonna be so real and honest with you guys. I just had a whole crying session. I'm like, it's great that I can show a positive energy towards you guys and make y'all like know that there is good vibes. But I'm also not gonna like shy away from the fact that there is real life things that actually do happen behind the scenes, and I just rather be freaking honest about it and be like, you know what? I had a crappy day. And I tend to just have this whole like mask or whatever, or just like pretend like nothing's going on. And like, so you guys can like know, like, there's just this thing about me when it comes to like bringing up my negative energy out there to others. Like, I would rather just handle it on myself and get my life together. But I would rather just be real and honest and be like, yo, life has as of lately been hitting me through a lot of turbulence and chaos. It's not so much chaos, but it's more so like there's just been a lot of things that just have happened, and it just messes with me to where I am like, yo, like what the hell? I was just fine just a few months ago, and just my life just flips all around. So yeah, some of you guys may be like, if I'm feeling this freaking way, I'm sure some of you guys are feeling the same freaking way. And right now, what I'm feeling and thinking is that some of you guys are currently going through processing through your parental traumas and seeing how your mom or your dad played a role in your life, seeing how they have dimmed you down, invalidated you, they acknowledge you, made you feel shame or guilt, and how that has played out in your life. And all these like emotions are resurfacing, or these circumstances are coming up, and you're just here wondering, well, why am I feeling this way? And it's because of that. It's because of what you went through as a child, and you didn't know any better because you were just a kid. And that is just something that I've also been reflecting on, and I'm like, damn, I have these trauma wounds that I didn't think were still affecting me, but they still are, and they play out. Especially whenever you're in a relationship or in a friendship with somebody, like it flares up, it shows up. And especially in those moments where you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling triggered and all you just want is just to feel comforted, like that is just one big thing that I'm like I want to be comforted. And I'm still here processing through a lot of things. But I'm gonna see what you guys are going through besides facing your like parental figures. No negative energy. Okay, spirit guys, guys, good. Damn. I'm seeing you having to learn how to express yourself and embody the truth. So becoming your authentic self, you may had issues expressing yourself growing up. Maybe your parents didn't even listen to you or weren't able to comprehend where you were coming from, or they were just like either emotionally immature or intellectually immature, that they weren't able to comprehend you as a person, that you were your own person that had its own experiences and needed their parent to comfort them and to be there for them and be their support system. So this is all being shadowed up now in this current moment. Like it's showing up in the way that you communicate and the thoughts that you're having. Like this is all being presented to you right now. What else, your guides? Yep. You're currently right now going through a whole transformation in regards to your sense of self and the way that you're thinking and talking. Because the way that you've been talking has just been I would say that it's been a method for you to like go through like survival. If that makes any sense. Like you found a way to talk to people, to communicate to people, or present this like sort of sense of self that wasn't really authentic to yourself out of survival, out to please others, out to please your parents, out to make it out alive, because you were put in that state of survival, that state of fear, the state of rejection, where you didn't feel like you were being accepted and cherished for who you truly were. And it was coming up as this like weird way, or as if like you were being fake, or like this facade. And you're facing this darkness right now because Spirit is like literally showing you like, yo, you gotta face this fear. You gotta face it. You gotta let that past go. Release it. It's no longer in this existing moment. But we do want you to acknowledge that, yes, this happened. It did truly happen, and it's valid for you to feel this way. But it's also your biggest responsibility to like face it. Face it and change it. Because right now is what matters. You have a whole life ahead of you, and you don't want to be carrying the past onto the present into your future. You want to, if you ever decide on being a parent or even being a better person in general, or you know people that are younger than you, like how would you talk to your younger self? How would you like take care of your younger self? How did you wish people talked to you whenever you were younger? This is what they're like reminding you of. Like you're going through this whole transformation and changes within yourself to realize who you really are to the core. Who am I? Who am I outside of my parents? Who am I outside of my siblings? Who am I outside of my own family and cousins and whatever? Who am I outside of my like behind closed doors? And who am I whenever I'm not associated with anybody? And who am I whenever I'm actually associated with them? Like you have to first be like instilled in knowing who you are to yourself first before you can like even like put yourself out there. And that's just my personal take on that one. Like I'm putting yourself out there. That is really up to you guys. But for me personally, it's just like if I don't know myself, why do I want to be around other people? Because then I'm just going to be losing myself in them. And what is the point in that? It's just going to be a whole disservice to yourself. And the whole point is knowing who you truly are so you can attract the right people into your life. But I'm seeing all of this literally play itself out currently right now, especially with the transits, in order for you to reach your higher purpose, your destiny. So you can go and gain this skill and knowledge and wisdom and carry it out for you, for the future you. And it's also another stepping stone closer to you reaching like your purpose in life. What about this? They're reminding you that there is you have to see the beauty in taking care of yourself, establishing foundations, boundaries, proper health and nutrition, taking care of yourself, skin routine, exercising, drinking plenty of water, meditating, journaling. Like they're reminding you that there is a beauty in that. They're just causing this whole transformation for you. There's like a whole death. Like the way that you were doing things was just, it's no longer serving you. You already outgrew that. Now you're heading into a new phase in your life because clearly like it's outdated because of the old version of yourself, the sense of self and the way that you were thinking and taking things into consideration. And now that you've gained all this knowledge, going forward with this whole transformation, there's gonna also be a transformation in the way that you take care of yourself, as well as the way that you go about things. What else, Spirit guides? They want you to face this stuff with bravery. I know right now in the darkness it seems like freaking hell. You're at your wits. You're in despair. You feel devastated. You feel very disempowered. And yeah, they're here like, we're here. We're guiding you throughout this. This may be a scary, freaky journey. This may be a journey where you want to just run away, but we're here guiding you all throughout. And I'm hearing Archangel Angel Raphael. So I'm hearing that he's around. But yeah. And I'm here like, stop intellectualizing things. Stop it. But I can tell the reason why you intellectualize things is because you want to find an understanding behind everything. You didn't receive somebody to like take the time and just break things down for you and explain things. They just expected you just to know. And that's very unfair, even as a child growing up, or even as a grown adult now. being unexpected to like just know. And I'm seeing how fair and unjust that could be, and that just brings like a whole different sensation of like inadequacy inside the person, and it also affects a person's self-esteem and confidence whenever you do that stuff. Yeah. Damn, this went deep, guys. I can't even apologize. We're being real right now. Yep. Up. As long as you're facing this stuff and transformations with bravery, they want you to welcome in the change. It may be scary. Change is scary. The way that we are programmed into thinking like about change, like it's the end of the world or whatever, but it is something that should be welcomed. It's like the seasons, like everything goes through a whole season. Things have to change up in order for better things to come out. And with this, like welcoming in like the change, they want you to just trust the process. Have patience. There's beauty coming out of this. I'm just letting you guys know, like there is beautiful things on your way. It's just trusting the process, trusting that although we're going through these turbulences and going through these hefty waves, hefty thoughts, hefty resurfacing feelings or whatever, that that is gonna get better. And that is something I'm constantly having to remind myself right now. Because right now, I'm just like, why? And there's a part of me and you guys where we have to take accountability. Like, yes, we did this to ourselves. And then another one where like, okay, well, I have no control over this. I just have to be patient, forgive myself, and just do better next time. And it's okay if you just want to just hide in your room and cry it out. Because it's better for you to express it out emotionally rather than store it up and just later on be like, well, why am I feeling this pain in my body? Why am I just feeling like icky? Or because if you're here storing up your emotions and not expressing them, you can create illnesses out of that. And there's many books about that as well. This is why they always express about somatic therapy, because there is trauma. So if you're feeling certain pain around your body, I'm feeling right here, like in my throat, guys. And that's because I've been, not speaking up, or I've been overdoing my own throat chakra, and I need to, my ear. I'm overdoing this rather than being within this, like my sense of self, being myself. So that is just something that I want to bring up to you guys. I also want to remind you that life can be scary, and just because it's scary, it doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It just means that, maybe the way that you're approaching things, or maybe it's just that certain circumstance that, you needed to experience in order for you to learn something.